Hello and welcome back to Only Pay. We'll be discussing about Forex trading for beginners. Be sure to watch all the way to the end. If you are new to the channel, then hit the subscribe button below from our life-changing content. With a daily turnover of more than 5 trillion, the Forex or foreign exchange market by far the largest financial market in the world. How much money could be made in that industry, even with a little slice, hundreds of millions or maybe billions of dollars? The forex market predates the invention of the paper money. However, it may not have existed in the form of we recognize it today. At least a few people claim to have made fortunes trading in the foreign exchange currency market in the comment section of every video we post. Usually we remove them spam, but occasionally they got published. Find out if trading forex can truly bring you money in this video, but before we can do that, we need to grasp a few fundamental ideas. There are a lot of questions about foreign exchange market. What are the 3 most common methods of profiting from trading? Finally, why do the vast majority of individuals fall victim on con artist schemes? Then we can get down to the business. Forex dummies. Frequently, when we talk about globalizations, we talk about things like tourism and battles between countries, but we often overlook the significance of financial institutions. Indeed, worldwide trade would be impossible without the use of foreign exchange, which is called forex. Even when gold was world's currency, even country had its own currency. Some gold coins were manufactured with higher quality gold than others. Other metals were mixed in with others. As a result, merchants have always faced the challenge of determining the worth of several currencies. Even in the modern era, when paper money and the global standard were abolished, the problem didn't go away. Since each government issued its own currency, the situation grew much more complicated. There are now 180 currencies in use across the globe. Let's imagine you work in the United States and you decide to visit your north neighbor, Canada, during the summer because it's so hot there. You cannot pay for products and services in Canada using US dollars. Instead, must purchase Canadian dollars. How many Canadian dollars may be purchased with $100? Let's imagine, for example, that's 1 US dollar equals to 1 Canadian dollar. As it stands, 1 US dollar is equivalent to 1.36 Canadian dollars. So that 100 US dollar can purchase 136 Canadian dollars. If you want your iPhone to be made in China, you can't just recruit Chinese workers by paying them in US dollars. Only Chinese yuan may be used to pay them. Therefore, they must first purchase yuan. And if they want to acquire LCD panel from Samsung for the newest flagship, they'll need to pay in South Korean won. And you can probably guess where all of this money exchange occurs. Forex stands for foreign exchange market, and it is where currencies are traded. Number 3. Is it possible to profit from exchange of currencies? The first generation of foreign exchange online trading platform were introduced in 1996. Forex trading, like stock marketing investing, has become popular because to the internet's easy accessibility. In the forex market, you may make money in one of 3 methods. The spot market, the most common, is fancy term referring to an instant delivery transactions, such as when you buy gold and don't buy to wait until some point of future, like future contracts, but rather than owned right away, because we are dealing with currencies. The value of currencies fluctuates constantly, and if you are successful in predicting when particular currencies grow in value, you will earn. Ultimately, the currency is no different from any other commodity in that it is determined by the forces of supply and demand. If, for example, 1 US dollar equals 2 Chinese yuan, and more individuals decide to buy Chinese yuan because, for example, they have built up companies in China, they now have to pay their staff. As the Chinese yuan's value rises, the US dollar will be worth 1.5 yuan instead of 2 yuan. However, this is a far cry from reality, but that's the gist of how it works. While we can't possibly cover them all in 1 hour long film, let's focus on some of the most significant ones that might affect the demand for a certain currency. The desire for a certain currency or the outlook for the economy might be influenced by the state of economy or the political environment. When the British pound was traded at 1.7 US dollars in June of that year, there were rumors that the UK may be exit in European Union. Investors were put off by this and began to withdraw their money from the British pound, resulting in a decrease in demand. Today, a British pound worth is 1.25 US dollars. Or, as an illustration, consider China. Because of China's phenomenal economic growth over the last 2 decades, an increasing number of companies have relocated their manufacturing operation. They are consistently Chinese yuan continue to rise in value versus US dollars. There are lots of speculations and analyzing going on in the foreign exchange market. As you would trade stocks, they purchase a lot of it, wait for it to climb, and then sell it. Brokers, on the other hand, typically provide their clients incredible leverage in this market. In the Forex market, leverage level is 1:100 are rather typical. In other words, you may hold a position worth 100,000 US dollars with 1,000 US dollars in the trading capital. It doesn't even matter if you only make the modest amount of money. There are also futures and forward contracts on the other hand. Traders don't use them very often. Multinational firms utilize them for frequently. Suppose a US-based clothing manufacturer wishes to sell its tees in the US. Company want to charge $15 for a t-shirt that cost $10 to make in Mexico. A hypothetical $1 to 1 penny exchange rate would be $1 to 1 Mexican peso. This means that for every t-shirt sold, a firm should profit $5. It's possible that once all the t-shirts are manufactured and sent to a business, the Mexican peso climbs in value to the point where 1 peso equals $2. So, single t-shirt now costs $20, which means that business will lose money if it sells that for 15 a piece. Companies typically use futures contract to ensure that the transaction will be completed at a certain price, avoiding price volatility. You may also stop by our store to get a great t-shirt without having to worry about fluctuating prices. Finally, we realized our merchandise, t-shirts, hoodies, and phone covers and eye-catching designs. There are several drawbacks to foreign exchange trading, including, in contrast to the stock market, where you may study a specific firm, you can't do here so. Find out if it is undervalued or overvalued and make reasonable decisions that will at very least pay off in the long term. Forex, on the other hand, is making akin to gambling. Many factors from tourism to geopolitical dangers impact currency values, making the market more volatile. Even if you have large amount of money, you might easily be crushed by the banks that trade with each other vast amounts. Since amateurs might easily lose their position if they aren't well versed in the market, this is typically occurrence. They can make a mistake if they triggered by their emotions. The currency market is mostly unregulated in several nations, making it more even dangerous. One of the most common ways in which brokers receive their customers is by placing bets against them. Keeping in mind incredible leverage you might acquire in currency market, keep in mind. There is of course a disadvantages to this. As a result of poor leverage decisions, several brokerage business went bankrupt. Your broker will sell assets to ensure that you don't lose more money than you placed into account. If your position's value drops below the minimum margin requirement, it's common for novice traders to make this error and lose their money rapidly. Forex traders don't always lose money, but the danger is substantial. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Be sure to turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any videos just like this one. If you enjoyed this video, please give us your thoughts in the comment below and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.